All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Toronto Thunderbirds. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Fights him off. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Elliott. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Not the best of starts here. We know they're on a 2-game skid. 3-and-out. That's not what they had drawn up.
Not even close. And now what you're asking your defense to do is pick you up. And they've had to do that, I'm sure, during this losing streak. Hopefully you've got one of those confident defenses that says, we'll take care of that. Hopefully you'll get back on track soon.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Check. Squeeze. Lucky. Ball shot. No. Off. Shit.
And that'll set him back 5. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Ready.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Go. We got it. 54 is what? 54 is Mike. Check.
Now back to throw. Going up top. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Go.
On play action, Rosen. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Let's go, baby. Turn it up. Get that ball.
Elliott running right. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On 3rd down, Rosen. And that will be incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
It's now 2nd and 6. Come on, let's go. Check 24, check 24. Check 3. Big Ed. Huh, 64, wait.
2nd and 6. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
And, Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Check safety, check safety. Back, back, back.
After the interception, here's Rosen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Mike 28, Mike 28. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Hey, no, alert, alert, alert. He's coming. Check it. Bravo. Here we go. Mike 28. Watch the backer, watch the backer. Mike 28, Mike 28. Watch the curve.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. It'll be a gain of 6, and it's a 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Go, go. Mike 28, Mike 28. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Check. Check hot route. Hot.
Now Rosen. And he'll find Hall. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. Off play action. Martinez flushed out right. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Martinez off the play fake. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now, this is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A big play there. 49 yards on the ground. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
It's going to be a long.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's going to be caught. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And if you blinked, you probably missed that touchdown drive. It happened in a hurry.
I was just putting mustard on my hot dog, and all of a sudden he's in the end zone. I've got to do a better job of paying attention for this quick strike offense.
I thought you weren't going to tell your wife about the hot dogs in the booth thing.
I just did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25. Call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field.
Rosen off the play action. Pressure comes and down goes Rosen. Marcus Davenport able to record his 5th sack of the season. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They try right side here. Gurley. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Right there, 54. Right there.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Myles Garrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, watch that, watch that. 54, line 54. Watch the out, watch.
Back to throw here. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. 36, 34.
They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
You got time.
The 38-yard
You got time
line.
right there.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Check, 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 check. Watch out, watch out.
And to give this time to the tailback. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
It's 4th down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Now they try the right side here. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Check 52's the mic. Watch the fly, watch the fly, watch the fly. Watch the fly. Go. Kill. Hey, turn it out. Zip it. Switch gears.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
I'm coming after you. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Dudes. Showing up.
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
A bad false start penalty there. Now second and 6.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here we go. 54. Let's go, D. Big Sears right here. We got it. Run. Check nickel. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Yeah. Check.
Now a handoff looking right. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Got him.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will do it for this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
I'm trying to figure his stick out. I'm trying to not fuck up.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Watch the twist. Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here's stepper.
Set, hut, and read. Check 55, Mike. He can't hit me. He's not going to get me.
They'll set up a throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
This is Elliott. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Rosen will throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete.
Let's go.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down. To throw is Rosen. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's Rosen. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. So on 4th down, Jason Garrett sends in his field goal unit. This one from 46 yards out. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will knot us up at 10. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go, baby. Look at that D.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Ready? 53. Watch the run. Watch the run. Lucky. Hey. No.
From the pistol, it's Gurley. There's some space here. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye, and touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
You lost your game.
Concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Yeah. You know, I'm one of the OGs in this group. There's only a couple of us.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. To try again after the sack. Rosen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A gain there of 21 yards.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
They go play action here on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Well, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
10-17.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Drops it underneath. Elliott. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38. Well shy of the first down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
He can't throw it on me, though. I swear he can't throw it on me. He got to run it.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Oh, I fucked that
He's
up.
got the
Damn, I
lead,
fucked
and
that.
there he goes. 30,
I'll stop doing
20,
that play.
touchdown. A great play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Let him run.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
He gonna stay in cover 3 all day. He gonna switch up.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards.
Let's
go, boy!
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are back within a single score. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Parker, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Get it.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with third and about 6 yards to go. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
Check 24, check 24. Hey, motion, Jamil. Shift. Check three.
They'll drop to throw.
Let's go,
And
D.
unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. And sensing the momentum, maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. 4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. They go play action. It's Rosen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
On the counter, Gurley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Rosen to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
He's stiff as hell.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. So now it's Rosen looking. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Then the niggas be playing with niggas that be letting them win.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A good gain of 12 yards that time. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Cowboys' 28-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
Switch. SOS.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Rosen looking to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 44, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go one more.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 14. He's got Smith here. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Check, 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 check. Check your hot read. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, 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 twist. Check 37. Check. Hop up. Hop up. Heavy.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Elliott going to bite off about 7 on that one. A good run on 1st down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. From the 27, Rosen.
Well, partner, I know this.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 48. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. They often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff looking right. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Now they try the right side here. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it. They run. It's Gurley. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Watch out. Shift.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it? Yeah. This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now it's Rosen. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Intended for number 10. Incomplete. It's 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. One final shot here for Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff